Like some cat on the internet was like, you said that you watched this in 1981 and it didn't come out on TV until 1983. You're a liar, a liar. And I was like, well, I smoke a lot of weed, kids. Don't crush my nuts if I say 1981 versus 1983. Columbo. There's no proof of fucking anything other than like, he's old.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Just got done watching He-Man Revelations Episode 1. Is there woke? Yeah. Is there making Tila to be the end of end all, to be the chosen one? You bet. This will be a quick rundown of episode 1. I thought that it was very well done from a visual standpoint, and as I said previously regarding the trailer, the story very interesting. Battlecat is still Battlecat. Cringer, should I say? He is still cringy. Orko. Still a little goofy magician. Tries his hardest, puts his heart into it, and sometimes it fails and sometimes it fails epically. The cast of characters that we grew up with, those nostalgia like myself, Gen Xers, who grew up with the original He-Man, are there. Story starts out that it is Tila Day. Turns out that she is the quote-unquote man-at-arms. Yeah, not woman-of-arms, man-at-arms, per her father, Duncan. Duncan's not retiring. Like I said, this is a spoiler. This is a spoiler alert for those. Duncan's not retiring. It's just, quote, his time to pass this down on to her, that she has earned it. While that's going on, you got a situation going on at Grayskull. It seems that a man dressed in a cloak with two baddies are heading their way towards Grayskull. And, of course, the sorceress is there to greet them. And she's not fooled. She's not fooled by one of them. Turns out to be the notorious Skeletor. But the man in the cloak, oh my gosh, turns out to be He-Man. But is it? No, it turns out to be the also notorious and very little used during the original series, Faker. And, of course, chaos ensues. Turns out that Skeletor doesn't want the castle after so many times of epically failing. It turns out he wants what's underneath. And it turns out to be the quote-unquote heart of Grayskull, heart of the power, that the magic that the planet relies upon. So the sorceress does her best to defend. She tries her hardest to defend and is doing a great job of it. She reaches out to He-Man. Of course, Adam is at the presentation of the new man-at-arms. Should be the woman-at-arms. You know, of course, in one part, Adam and Tila are talking. Tila, Adam goes, well, like my father says, you always need to be prepared for the unprepared. Give her just. She says, no, I'm prepared for everything. I know everything. And Adam goes, do you? Do you really know who he is? And of course leaves her baffled because, of course, she does not know everything. You can never know everything. You can never know everything, especially when you are going into battle, because battle is unpredictable. War is unpredictable. So, of course, Adam gets called away through telepathy. And he tells Man-at-Arms, the real Man-at-Arms, Duncan, and Duncan calls upon the warriors of Eternia to head towards Grayskull to defend the castle, because the castle is being under attack. And of course, there is a quick scene where you see his mom, Adam, says, "Be careful," and something about her. She may know more than what you think. Of course, we fast forward. We go to the castle, and the castle is being under attack. Duncan and his troops are doing the best they can. And of course, Duncan is leading the charge. Duncan is there as the general. Duncan is there in the fight. That's why he is the real Man-at-Arms and not a pretender to the throne that Teela is. Teela is, sadly, I hate to say this, but she's the diversity hire. Of course, it leads the way into Grayskull. Adam, of course, changes into He-Man. Very well done. To me, I'm kind of like the old school. I wish he would have went, "I have the power of Grayskull." You would have heard the old music behind him. "I have the power." It would have been a nice little touch to pay homage. So, of course, the battle goes on. He-Man arrives. He and Skeletor go at it. But it seems that Skeletor has a plan for the whole thing. He-Man finally uses the sword and supposedly ends Skeletor. But by ending Skeletor, he opens up the door. The sword happens to be the key to the door that houses all Eternia's true magical powers that the elders have confined into a magical sphere, which of course is what Skeletor has been after the whole time. Of course, Skeletor supposedly dies. Big old air quotes, because it's Skeletor. So there are two things that can be done. Either A, the power is released and Skeletor gets it, or B, He-Man decides to take it upon himself and use the sword as a conduit to infuse himself with the power. Of course, Teela says, "This could kill you." He basically says, "This will kill all of us if I don't do something." And of course, as He-Man, he did. He absorbs the power. Both he and Skeletor disappear amongst the chaos. Back at the castle, at the kingdom, of course, Duncan has the sad news that He-Man is gone. And, of course, his mother's weeping. His mother says, "My son is gone." Teela, who happened to see Adam at a quick glimpse just before he was absorbed by the magical sphere. So she now knows. But King Randor did not. Of course, he's angry at Duncan. Strips him of his title, banishes him from the kingdom. If he were to return, he would be executed. Of course, Teela's mad because everybody had that little secret but her. Really, Teela? Were you that worthy of a secret that only 4 people knew? Man-at-Arms, Cringer, Orko, and his mother. Even King Randor didn't know. And of course, she did it to basically protect the king. And of course, Duncan did it to protect Teela. But of course, Teela doesn't see it that way. Teela sees it as a betrayal. So she throws down her sword, her crown, well, her tiara, and storms off. Pouting, "I don't need this, I don't need you, blah, blah, blah." And so that is where we're at. that in a nutshell is episode 1. Now, is there like I said in the beginning, is it woke? Yeah, there are woke factions sprinkled throughout this episode 1. But it's very, very interesting. From a overall standpoint, I thought it was entertaining. But we all knew what Kevin Smith was up to. We all knew what Netflix was up to when they decided to make this part 1 of this 5 episode arc the Tila show. And right now, it's looking that way. But those are just my thoughts. I'm Joe Braganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more just like this? Please leave a comment below, like it, share it, comment on it. Did I say that? I think I did. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
Power of Grayskull.